when building a home gym, there are two constraints that everybody faces: space constraints, money constraints. Today we're going to show you the perfect example of maximizing both by taking a small space and a small budget and creating just like an epic budget home gym. We're here at Assembly Sam, our operations manager at GGR, to check out his gym and how he built an incredible home gym for less than 2,000 bucks. It's pretty sick. Let's show you.
1,002, 1,003.
Coop, you son of a bitch. Okay, so the gym we're going to show you today is really somebody who's taken a small budget, small space, and tried to make like a gym that works perfect for them. This is Assembly Sam's gym. I say Assembly Sam because he hates that name and we want to make it stick. But after being a part of GGR, seeing everything we do, he decided he wanted to start training himself. And it kind of came on the precipice of being at Jason Khalipa's gym. Now, Sam, just so you know, was never into fitness.
Already got a little burn going.
We're not even doing anything yet. We're just stretching.
Knew nothing about gym equipment. I don't even know if he had ever worked out before. Jason started showing him some workouts, and honestly, it was so bad that Jason had to stop the workout.
With this amount of weight, with the way you're looking, it's not a good position. It's just, I wouldn't want you doing it. And I think that in itself is probably a learning lesson. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, like Sam, like you got to work out, man. Like, I mean, you have some substantial weakness and some mobility issues, and you're too young to be having both of those.
Now, that brings us to today.
Hey, Sam, what's up, man? So here's your first workout, all right?
Jason's been training Sam. Somehow Sam got CrossFit Games champion to give him personal training. And Sam started by just working out in his backyard with a 25-pound plate. Realized, like, I need to build a gym. Has a small laundry room and only so much money to spend. And over time, he's built a fully kitted out gym where he can train seriously. Okay, we are here in Sam's inner sanctum. This is his epic basement gym. Now, Sam is one, very cheap.
I am, it's true.
Very similar to me in some regards. Two, he's working with finite space because his wife wouldn't let him take over the bedroom. So
also true.
I don't know why. But let's start with just some dimensions. So how big is this space? How tall? Everything, space you're working with?
So the actual fitness space that we're working with is a 9 by 10 space.
And I've talked about this before because this is a question we often get is like, how much space do I need for a home gym? This is about how much space you need for a home gym. If you're much smaller than this, like your barbell can start hitting all different stuff. He actually has a shorty bar to help him basically be in a little bit more compact space. That gives you an idea of the space. Flooring, what'd you end up going with?
Yeah, so this is Amazon special. It's like $125 for a 12 by 4 roll. So we had just enough buying two to do both of these sections and then cover a little bit of area kind of back over here.
Okay, and we're gonna break down the full cost of this at the end of the video, but just throughout we'll talk about cost too. Now, okay, we got flooring. The main kind of like guy in here that sets up is the rig. Tell us a little about why you chose it. I mean, Sam's around gym equipment as much as I am, so he knows the brands. Talk about why you went with this one, size, everything like that versus all the others that are out there.
So as I was shopping through, you know, I looked at different brands like True Grit, Titan, some of those that are on the more inexpensive end of things because, like Coop said, I'm cheap. This one really caught my eye. One, it's wall mounted, so you don't have 4 posts taking up a huge amount of space. Two, it's priced brand new out the door with free shipping at $279. Now, something cool I did with this space, because again, I'm cheap, is I only bought stuff that was on sale and or scratch and dent. So example with this rack, this was a scratch and dent special.
Really?
Yeah,
cool.
It was normally $279. However, I got it for, I believe, $154, right around in there.
Was there any really scratch or dent on it?
I couldn't find any. Not until after I installed it and it scraped the ceiling a little bit on the way in.
All right, so you literally like could not fit a bigger rack in here.
I could not, no. And a big reason why I bought this was looking at it online. I knew that it was at its max height already. And you cannot use a pull-up bar whenever it's touching the ceiling.
Yep.
So being able to lower the pull-up bar down several inches gives me the ability, just enough headspace to be able to get in there and get a few pull-ups knocked out during the workout.
Perfect. Yeah. So great height, and then it's also not super deep. It's deep enough that you can get under, like for a squat, under the bar without scraping your chin up against the wall. Now, one thing I am very happy Sam took my advice on is you don't cheap out on the barbell, because a barbell is something that you can literally have for the rest of your life. Cheaper ones, like they can bend and break, and the cost difference between a really cheap bar and a really good bar like this one isn't much.
So this is a Rogue 2.0 bar. However, if we take a look at the end cap here, it is also a Rogue Boneyard bar.
Yep.
So I cheaped out a little bit, but not all the way. So for those of you not familiar, the Rogue Boneyard bars, they might have a scratch. The knurling might be double knurled, something along those lines. This is still a Rogue 2.0 bar. I personally could not find anything wrong with it out of the box. I got it for, I believe, $220 plus $25 shipping. Normally they are $290 plus that $25 shipping.
Yeah. We see it in the home gym community. People don't really talk, like, when they post about it, almost every time they're like, I got a Boneyard bar and I don't see anything wrong with it. The only real difference outside of that is the warranty. And most people, if you're just using it like Sam is, by himself in his home gym, like, you don't need a lifetime warranty. So great pick there. Now, moving to the bench. This is a bench I think most people like don't know about.
Yeah, so this is the True Grit flat bench. Best Buy did a Black Friday sale where they had this for $99.99.
The electronics store, Best Buy?
The electronics store, Best Buy. Yes, they carry True Grit products along with Walmart.
Okay.
Crazy concept, I know. $99.99 with free shipping. It's a bench. It works great. It's a lot better than something you'd find with like Amazon Basics.
Oh, totally.
Like that.
Yeah, it's a tripod design, so it's very similar to the Rep FB4000, probably both in the steel. I would guess it's 12 gauge because it's pretty light, and the top. But again, like, that's a freaking good deal for a bench that Sam really could use and like enjoy the rest of his life. So moving over here. Now this is the video we did on the Amazon Knockoff Rower, which is basically a knockoff of the C2. Why didn't you just take my advice about getting the C2?
So I did not take your advice about buying a C2 because one, I'm not a CrossFit athlete. Two, I just don't have the budget to justify spending $1,000, $1,100 on a rower that I'm only going to use 2 or 3 times a week.
Sure, that's a good point.
You know, so the reason why I went with a rower over a bike is it gets your cardio in, but it's a little bit more relaxing to do so. You can kind of zoom out. You're not pushing yourself super hard. I'm not going to lie, I totally Googled knockoff C2 rower. And that led me to the fact that there are plenty of knockoff C2 rowers. They are pretty much all the same. They probably all come from the same factory. They're all made in China. Yeah. They all look exactly like a C2. So I had watched this one for a little while. It had fluctuated in price between like $550, $650. And then one day it just so happened to be on sale for $520. So I snagged it because that was the lowest price I had seen it at.
And so we've done a full breakdown on this one and comparing it to the C2 rower. A little bit of time has gone on since we've done that review. You've been able to use it more. Any additional opinions after using all the Concept 2 and all the rowers we have at the testing facility versus this one?
No, I mean, I still need you to replace the broken plastic that's on it.
Well, another piece that broke right here. Sorry, Sam.
But I mean, other than that,
warranty.
Yeah.
Put it on my tab. Let's talk about some weights. First off, how do you acquire the plates? These are True Grit as well, it looks like.
Yep.
Why did you decide upon them?
I had watched True Grit for a while. You know, we've been kind of following them, both of us have, since they really started hitting the market. We've seen like through Black Friday and some of this like end of the year sales, it seems like they were trying to really move some inventory. So the 25-pound plates, I want to say for that set was like $62 or $65.
Yeah, that's like just over $1 a pound pretty much. That's unheard of for bumpers.
It's nothing, you know what I mean, in the world of plates. The 10 pounds, I want to say, was like $42, like right around in there.
Yeah.
Free shipping from Walmart.
Cool. So over here, kettlebell, medicine balls, slam balls. I think the most interesting thing here, probably for most people, are the dumbbells.
Yeah. So these are just the Amazon basic dumbbells. You know, we have brought these up in different reviews, like the Best Adjustable Dumbbell review. Mm-hmm. it's not a great dumbbell. You know, in the world of adjustable dumbbells, it takes a little while to unscrew, take off plates, add weights, you know, stuff like that. However, when you're in a gym this size and you're going for budget, spending $800 on a set of adjustable dumbbells, again, not really an option.
How heavy can you get a single dumbbell? So if you were to put as much weight could fit on the spin lock?
Yeah, I believe 38 pounds is the total.
So obviously if you're like a heavy lifter like me, that's a little light. But the reality is, like, for the price, again, similar to the weight plates per pound, that's a freaking great price.
It's a great price. Again, it takes a little bit longer to change than, you know, something like Nuobell or even Power Block. I tried out Power Blocks. Nathan, our videographer, he let me borrow a set of his, and I honestly wasn't a huge fan of how they felt.
Come on.
I wasn't. I'm sorry. I just wasn't. I kept like leaning against my wrists in different angles, and stuff like that.
So that's the gym. There's some extra stuff in here too. But Sam, break down total cost of the gym. So when you added up everything in there, what's the total that comes to?
All right, so total cost of the gym. That grand total was $1,761. Now there's a couple other random med balls, collars, stuff like that I've picked up here and there. Those have also all been purchased on sale or stolen from Coop.
How much have you told your wife you paid?
Yeah, I can't say that. It's on camera.
Perfect. Pretty fully kitted out gym, $1,700. Basically what I want to show you is, like, don't let your space or your budget prevent you from starting something. Like, that was kind of something you had thought about for a while. Like, I don't have enough money. I don't have the space. Just over time, Sam started like watching for sales, made it work. It is a perfect example of doing your best with what you've got. So this is epic. Thank you, Sam. If you'd like to see more of these, or you like this style of video, let us know in the comments so we can keep coming out with them. I'd like to do more of them, so if you'd like to see them, make sure you subscribe. This is Coop from Garage Gym Reviews.
This is Sam from Garage Gym Reviews.
Can you snap with me?
I can.
3, 2, 1.